Yeah, that's not the right audio. That's coming out of the other mic. I just have to reboot my mixer, guys. Okay, let's try that again. Let's see. Where is... I just need to connect the Bluetooth. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. I made the mistake of like restarting my computer, so I have to do things in a very specific order to make sure that all the things are wired up the way they're supposed to be. Okay, I think we should be I think we should be good now. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal Van Dweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for March 2025. And what we've got for you today, and this is the only thing we're doing today. This is it. I'm not doing anything else. It's a solo match in our blue bracket. Let me show you the bracket. So we haven't really started our top half of the bracket yet, so we're not doing that. What we're doing is the top 16 match between NEK0 and Knight. Knight has taken out Wallbant and Sodium Overdose to make it into the top 16. And there's a little bit of an availability issue, so we're going to play this top 16 when we can do it. So Knight versus NEK0 in the top 16. Let's give you just a little bit of a look at our top 16 situation overall, just so you know where we're at in the tournament. And really, we're just waiting for that top half of the blue bracket, and then we'll have it in full top 16. And that is going to be played tomorrow at 7 p.m. Texas time, which should be basically midnight UTC. So 36 hours from now is when we will play Tugi, Critical Lapis, Sidnev, all feeding into Meme. But right now, it is going to be that NEK0 versus Knight to determine who goes to the top 8. And, you know, hey, we're making progress. I'm throwing up Ava's live. Welcome to the chat. Okay, so that is what we're doing. One match only. That's why I didn't ping everyone. It's hard to ping everyone with just like one match in a day. Like 5,000 people don't. They don't need to be notified. Okay, I'll take a quick look at the rules. There are the rules. And players, just make sure you turn on your level 39 super kill screen. We're going to be starting on level 18, and make sure you know that the pieces are going to be re-rolled in between each game of the match. Also, don't pause unless I tell you to, and don't get any real-time advice in the middle of a game about how you should play, about your opponent's board state, or anything like that. And okay, that's the rules. The winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which currently stands, oh, must have gone up overnight, which currently stands at $1,715. Let's see what happened. It looked like we had a contribution from Troy Dan in the amount of $300. So yeah, thank you, Troy Dan, for the $300 into the prize pool. We are now very, very close to our $2,000 top 8 incentive. It's just an easy chip in from here, $285. We can do that as a community together with 5, 10s, and 20s. Whatever you can do to chip into the prize pool. I don't get it. The players get it. So help us pay the top 8. You can do that by using the Matcherino command while you're watching live here on Twitch and YouTube. The first link that comes up is the one for the Masters event. You click on it, it'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our partner, Matcherino. In the top right-hand corner is where you can log in with your already existing Twitch and YouTube account. Once you're logged in, top right-hand corner with a mustard-colored button that says Contribute. Mustard is delicious. If you're watching after the fact, you can go to ctm.gg/matcherino. So thank you again to Troy Dan for that overnight contribution. And yeah, if you want to support the channel, you can go to Patreon to do that. That's a good way to do it. Patreon.com/monthlytetris. Thanks to our sticker and double sticker club level members and community level members, as well as our Mega Masters level Scott Gray, K9, Tackner, Corporal 381, Shall Be Satisfied, Troy Dan, Kim MJ in the window, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit 91, McMonkey. I think there's been a couple of upgrades in people's contribution level in the last couple days, so we'll get that slide updated as soon as I get a chance. But thanks to everybody who's supporting us. Patreon allows you to pledge us a monthly amount of support, and that allows us to look forward into the future, like a fortune teller looking into a crystal ball or something, and go, oh yes, we can continue to do Classic Tetris monthly, hopefully, is what it continues to say. So thank you, patrons. You can also support us on YouTube with super chats, stickers, channel memberships. You can even gift a channel membership to the community. And on Twitch, you've got bits, you've got subscriptions. You can gift a subscription. You have a Twitch Prime gaming subscription if you are an Amazon Prime member as well. One other way to support the channel is to go to the CTM merch store at ctm.wtf. We got all kinds of stuff with all kinds of stuff on it. You can even gift merchandise to the Twitch chat. The store knows when we're streaming, and so it puts a little button there that says gift this to chat. So that's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to flop us over to our scene here, fix up the cameras, and get us started. Let's see, player two camera. Here we go. We'll put that the correct way. Right now the camera's reversed, but you know, if you happen to find yourself on a reverse camera, we've got a great shirt in the store to help you with that problem. Okay. All right. Well, I am just about ready. I'm going to go ahead and put some pieces in the chat. The pieces have arrived. They are 7A, 9C, A2. 7A, 9C, A2. Players, you can finish up a couple warm-ups here, no problem. It's only one match, and you guys are the ones with the with the scheduling context that we had to take into account, so feel free to continue to warm up for another couple minutes here if you need to. Thank you, Winter, for pinning the seed. And by the way, players, if you've got the Tetris Gym competition game at home, you can play along. That's fun, right? Play along with this seed. Put in 7A, 9C, A2 in the seed thing and put your score in the chat. I think that's fun. Am I wrong? Is that not fun? No, because you probably want to watch the match, but I don't know. I like to just hear the match and imagine it. Is that weird? I don't know. Sometimes I just like having a Tetris match on, even if I don't watch it. Is that weird? That is weird. It's fun unless you top out 10 lines into the seed. No, but then you get to watch the rest of the match. So it's good. Folks, we are 80 followers away from 10,000 on Twitch. So if you want to, if you want to help us out, if you're watching right now and you're not following this, but you're watching it, I don't know why that would be the case, but please give us a follow on the Twitch. We'll have 10,000. That means we'll have 5 digits instead of 4 digits, that's like a 20%. What is that? A 20%? That's a 25% increase in digits. All right, looks like both players think they're ready. Let's see if that's true. 7A9CA2, 7A9CA2. Okay, those players are ready. I'm ready. You're ready. NEK0 versus Knight. It's not the top 8. It's the top 16. Who's that? Who did this? Who did this to us? We need it to be perfect before we start. Okay, we're going to get started. Here we go. It's top 16. NEK0 versus Knight. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay, we're going to start off with a Z, an S, and a Z. All right, already the dream is dead. We're still looking for that, 7 out of 7 dream where we start a match with the 7 different pieces. That is still the dream. Now, I'm sure it must have happened statistically, but I've never noticed it. So what we're really hoping for is for us to notice it, to be looking for it and to notice it. On the left side, it is NEK0, qualified into this tournament into the 5 seed. Oh no, Knight is already in a little bit of a pickle. So we'll see what she's going to do to try to bring this down, and this should be dealable with. So we will continue to introduce our players. 1.57 million was the qualifying score for NEK0. That is the average of the top two scores played within an hour's qualifying period. NEK0 out of Russia with, according to the list here, a 6.24 PB. That's good for 13th. It says 5, but it's actually 13. I don't know who made this slide. It's actually 5th. It's actually 13th. I don't know who made the stats here. Again, we're all kinds of problems with our graphics. You gotta fire the intern. So anyway, that 6.24 is 13th on the overall list. NEK0 was ranked number 6 in the Premier poll. NEK0 took first place in the CT Russia regional in 2024, second in that same tournament. Both of those, the finals was against Panic Portal. NEK0 first made the Masters event in August 2024 and has made it into the top 16 every month since. That qualifying score from NEK0, by the way, qualifying into Seed 5, means that this is his first appearance in this tournament. Got a 2-round bye. So if you make it into the top 8 seeds, you don't have to play the first 2 rounds. 215 for NEK0, 99,000 for Knight. She ran into a little bit of an issue with her stack in just right off the bat. Gets a dirty center well Tetris. 125 for her, 218 for NEK0. Oh, Knight's gonna pass on the Tetris and clean up the stack instead. We're seeing a lot of that. There's the Tetris for Knight, 152. And on the right side, it is Knight. Knight qualified into seed number 28. So had to play a round 1 match, ended up taking out Wallbant and took out Sodium Overdose. So 2 very, very good players. Knight coming into that seed number 28. With a 1.18 qualifying score from Canada, with a I think Knight's PB is actually 1 million higher than this, if I'm not mistaken, but it wasn't on the list when I looked there, so it's getting there. We're figuring it out. I'm just gonna start putting no stats on the screen and I think that's probably the best move. Knight did win a future circuit back in February 2022. Took 10th in the Jonas Cup. That's CTWC's North American Dash Championship. That's coming up in 6 months. So you still got 6 months to go for that DAS tournament. Knight played in CTWC 2021 and 2022 and took third recently in the Genesis X2 DAS tournament. $275 for Knight, $429 for NEK0. There's a Tetris for Knight, $298. NEK0, $429. There's a Tetris. Rye Chessmaster says NEK0 has had a double buy the last 3 months in a row. Yeah, top 8. So yeah, apologies for the graphics here. Some of it's incompetence on my part, and some of it is the scores not being put into the leaderboard or whatever. We're figuring it out, though. You know, what you need to know is that these players are excellent. How about that? 320. I'll just put excellent next to the names, like my subjective rankings, like adjectives next to their names, right? 328 for Knight, 521 for NEK0. And third in the Genesis X2 Open also. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was running into problems on Liquipedia when I was doing the stats and, you know, research and stuff like that. So everything's a little bit off. Tetris for NEK0, 590. 5 lines away from that 19 speed increase. The speed will increase by 50%. Knight is into 19 at like 386. So kind of a suffer game here through the 18 phase. Tetris for NEK0 into 19 at 616. So NEK0 right now with about a 200,000 point lead. Tetris for Knight, 489, 694 for NEK0. There's a Tetris Knight, 516, level 21. I'm going to check that Liquipedia and see if still running into problems. And I am still running into problems. I'm just getting red Lua errors when I do the head-to-head stuff and other things. 603 for Knight, 761 for NEK0. All right, there's a Tetris for each. Another Tetris Knight. The Knight cutting into this lead is now backed by, you know, 100,000 points. At one point it was backed by over 200,000. There's a Tetris for NEK0. Now Knight is ahead in lines by, you know, between 5 and 9 at any given time. So we're just about 40 lines away from the level 29 speed increase. At that point, the speed is going to double. And then there'll be 100 lines available until that level 39 super kill screen. Tetris for Knight, 821. 913 here for NEK0. He's waiting out a bar. Takes a skim with that T. There's a double and a Tetris for NEK0, 948. There's a Tetris for Knight, 856. So this moment, Knight within about 100,000 points. But again, a little bit ahead in lines. There's a Tetris Knight. And yeah, it was about a 380 transition into 19. There's a Tetris Knight, 966. She can get one more Tetris. Yeah, just as Ryan says, she will possibly. Oh no, that probably not going to get it there. But Nearly a max out off of a 380 level 19 transition. So that's crazy. And there is the max out for Knight on 29. BO7 here for NEK0. So a crazy post transition, and Knight is back in it. NEK0 is into 29 at B16. There's a Tetris for NEK0, B57. Knight, I think, got one. A62 now. All right, NEK0 building, gets one. B98. A72 for Knight. There's a Tetris NEK0, C38. Oh, Knight is gonna build for one right in the middle, dirty. Best way to clean up is with a Tetris if you can do it. B25 for Knight, but NEK0 has outpaced Knight here in the 29 phase. Has built that lead up to about 150,000 points. But now, board's starting to climb. Oh, some nice pieces for NEK0 to downstack here. And gets a Tetris D50. B85 for Knight, gonna hang a long bar to the left, can get some stuff over. Maybe overshot that long bar, but still has another long bar. Oh no, and Knight gonna hang another bar. B85 top out for Knight. NEK0 is good. NEK0, if you wanna mullen this out, go right ahead. It's got the 1.4 million on level 35. NEK0 gonna take this one. There's a center rail Tetris F16 for NEK0. That F means 1.5 million. There's a dirty Tetris F67. NEK0 going for the rollover. One more Tetris would bring that score to a rollover. 0 will be the first digit. We'll see if he can get it. There's a Tetris. There's the rollover. That's 1.6 million. So add whatever score you see there to 1.6 million, and that is NEK0's score. And there it is, 1.722 into 39. NEK0 taking game one and more. And Knight says, and he beat my PB into 30, like my into 39 PB. Hana said, it's too bad some of these top players can't go to CTWC. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Wish they could. That's why I'm glad we have these online tournaments. Okay, let's go ahead and get these players some new pieces. FAED5F, I guess I'll do it. FAED5F. Well, y'all have 3 months as a community to try to convince some of these players to go fund it and get their all their all the red tape. Maybe kidnap them. All right, let's get both these players ready. Let me see if their seeds are good. Seeds are good. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right. So a pretty good game one here in the top 16, as you would expect. Perfect clear. People very excited about perfect clears. All right, waiting for someone in chat to say, actually, perfect clears are suboptimal. Actually. All right, NEK0 going to fill in the vits. Knight going to use that same bar to get a Tetris. 75,000 for Knight. 114 for NEK0. I mean, you should do the perfect clear because it looks cool. You know? All right, there's a skimming a Tetris there for NEK0. There's a Tetris for Knight 146. And, you know, is it the case, right? So is it the case that every, like, all right, let's say you've got like a one piece to put, to set up the perfect clear situation. And then let's say, you know, you've got options, right? Is it the case that every single option is better than setting up the perfect clear? Like, is that true? Like, I don't know. Somebody knows what I'm trying to say, but I guess there would really only be 7. I don't know. I mean, it just seems like maybe sometimes it's okay. I don't know. 326 for NEK0, 267 for Knight. I mean, it can't be that bad to set up for a Tetris and get it, right? Knight gets Knight at 312, 353 here for NEK0. Sorry, a little distracted here. There's a skim and a Tetris for Knight, 337, 353 for NEK0. Tetris NEK0 445, so pretty good pace. If PCs are suboptimal, then what the heck do we do when we start the game? Yeah, you turn off the console. You just stop playing Tetris. Exactly. Sky says playing NES Tetris is suboptimal. Exactly. Tetris for Knight 456. There's a Tetris for NEK0 493. Oh, NEK0 going to hang a bar over in column 2. But level 18, easy enough to get a bar over there and fix it. Yeah, NEK0 going to use that bar to fix the left side pass on the Tetris, and then gets the Tetris. 541 for NEK0 through 109, 481, and a couple of bars in a row for Knight. Hopefully I didn't spoil the bars in a row. I think I might have just done that. That's all right. There's a bar and another bar. I got to be careful of doing that, right? When the players have a line difference that's more than the stream delay, you got to be very careful about things like calling out double bars or the end of droughts and all that. Knight is into 19 at 619. NEK0 is in at 604. So Knight with about a 17,000 point lead. NEK0 is ahead nearly all of 18, but a bit of a slowdown toward the end means Knight has the advantage. At transition, 668 for Knight, 628 for NEK0. There's a Tetris for NEK0. Another Tetris Knight, 722. There's one NEK0, 681. right, NEK0 taking a couple of skims here, waiting out a little bit of a mini drought, gets a Tetris and another one, 765. There's one for Knight, 808. And squares galore now for our players. All right, Knight gonna uncover the well. Long bar gets over. Tetris NEK0, 825, 843 for Knight. There's a Tetris NEK0. NEK0 actually now back in the lead by a small amount, by about 11,000 when the lines are tied. All right, Knight with that S spin. I almost said S with that Knight spin. Listen, it's early. I'm not really fully woken up here. Okay. And I'm just thinking about Costco. I can't wait to go to Costco. What am I going to get? You know, what are we going to do? 890 for Knight. Trying to bring this down. All right, Knight waiting out the bar. There's the bar. Knight approves. Tetris, NEK0, max out. Knight, Tetris, 970. So NEK0 ahead right now. Has lines in hand and the score lead. But NEK0's board covered here, so he's going to have to do something about that left. Kind of just left and right. All right, NEK0 bringing this board back down to safety just in time for that level 29 speed increase. A52, Knight back in the lead, ahead by about 4 lines. So it is pretty neck and neck. High transition for Knight, but just going to bring it down, no problem. A53 for NEK0. Uncovers the right side, gets at Tetris, A95. So the survival here for NEK0, but he is back by a small amount. But then again, Knight also ahead in lines by a little bit. A little bit of a spire there for Knight. Skimming a Tetris there for Knight, B60, B05 for NEK0. NEK0 back by about 54,000 points. He's set up for a Tetris here. Uncovers the well. Trying to get reestablished here. Knight gonna top out at B67. The target for NEK0, B68. A Tetris here would get most. Now it would get it. But now he's gonna have to downstack here. He's got forever and a day. Does not need to push anything. B68 is the target. On the board, climbing. Needs something for that left. He's just fighting this board right now. NEK0 versus Tetris. Okay, and he uncovers the right side, and now he's back down to safety and just a couple thousand points away. And there it is, NEK0 with amazing survival, just the will to survive. Really just kind of willed that to happen. That was really an amazing display of survival. That was crazy. That was utterly crazy. And yeah, just kind of survived B68 to B67. So an amazing game again between these two players. Knight though, NEK0 though, gonna go up 2 games to none. Arctic XC, that's funny. All right, new pieces for these players. 4526 AA, 4526 AA. Knight says in chat, like, genuinely, I would rather play Prime Scooty than Prime NEK0. I hear that. Yeah, I mean, NEK0 is, you know, My word. I mean, I didn't think he was going to get there. Got to admit. But what do I know? I think we've proved over the course of many years very little. All right, NEK0 up 2-0. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right. SLTISS. Oh my God. Can you believe it? What did we get? 5 through? I was starting to believe. That's right. Okay, underway in game number 3. NEK0 up 2-0. That S on the left is going to be a little bit of a problem to deal with for Knight. It's kind of a weird formation on the left. You got a Shadow T. It's not really a real Shadow T, but look at a Shadow T. See, you should get there should be a teleport mechanic, right? Where you can put a piece. Is that in any Tetris game where you can teleport a piece into the middle of the board? Like, that would be cool. There's a dirty Tetris Knight, 117, 138 for NEK0. To this day, I still don't understand what Ella meant by Shadow T. Like, one time, oh, Shadow T. I'm like, I don't know what she meant by that. I don't know what it means. All I know is I see a T-shaped hole in the stack, and to me, that's a Shadow T, but that's wrong. All these years later, still don't know. All right, Tetris for NEK0, 232. There's one for Knight, 193. Tetris NEK0, 256. Knight, 217. All right, Knight got a losing pace here with just gaps all over across multiple rows and columns. But NEK0 not getting really too far. We're still early. Knight with a bunch of stuff piled over on that left side. And NEK0 with the perfect clear. Oh my God. Now, didn't NEK0 hear that you're not supposed to get the perfect clear? Man, he's so bad. Somebody needs to give him a Tetris lesson. 269 here for Knight. 360 for NEK0. There's a Tetris NEK0. 383. NEK0 429 through 94, 315 for Knight, so over 100,000 point lead, same line count. Knight trying to do like a tuck there, but it's not going to work. Still low enough though. Little spire here for NEK0. Winter says NEK0 keeps taking perfect clears. He needs some coaching urgently. All right, a skim and a Tetris for NEK0 460. Knight still fighting this board down, but still far enough away from 19. But you should be able to get this, and gets a dirty Tetris 373. So opens up the right side, has a waiting Tetris well, and there is a Tetris for Knight. It's got a workable stack now as we approach level 19. Oh, a little bit dependent here. There's the bar. And now the board, a little bit of a problem as we enter 19, but see what you can do here. Oh, it does not have any burns here. Oh, my word. Oh, no. Knight trying to fight this down. Knight's going to top out 410, and NEK0 is good. So a top out here in the early part of 19. And NEK0 is good and will be moving on to the top 8 at some point. Knight says 4 taps just died. LOL GG's. Well, Knight made an amazing run. Started in round 1, coming out of seed number 28 to make it into the top 16 and played well. This is going to go in the books as a 3-0, but certainly it seemed a little closer than that. So GG's to you, Knight. Great run. Hope to see you here again. Maybe next time you'll get lucky and get to face Scooty in the top 16, right? All right, GG's, Knight. We'll watch NEK0 play out whatever he's going to play out. Take care, Knight. Yeah, no more streams today. That is it. Your old pal Vandy gets kind of a quasi day off, but I still got a lot of Tetris work to do. You like the nature slideshow? It is relaxing, isn't it?
Oh, no, sir. We prefer doing things our own way.
Anyway, while we are watching NEK0, I'd like to thank those of you who contributed to the prize pool overnight. And those of you means Troy Dan, the $300 contribution. If you want to contribute to that prize pool, you can go to ctm.gg/Matcherino. I want to thank our patrons. All right, let's see. Can I do it this way? There we go. We're watching NEK0 and the patron side. Want to thank our patrons and the sticker and double sticker club and community level members, as well as Mega Masters contributors Scott Gray, K9 Tacky, Masters Corporal 381, Shall Be Satisfied, bracket sponsor Troy Dan, Kim MJ in the window, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit 91, and McMonkey. So thank you for that. Thanks to nobody for supporting the stream this time. It was a short stream. I don't blame you. It's early. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Just a little bit of a jokey joke from your old pal Van Dweller. All right, B38 through 30 for NEK0. I'm just glad you're all here. We've got 2 streams tomorrow night. One is Masters Blue Prelim. That's the Tugi, Critical Lapis, and Sidnev. And we've got Das Masters Orange Prelim B. That's going to be Hidari, Torja, and Dog. It's going to be a late night one, 10 p.m. here in Texas. If there are 2 frames per drop, does that mean you can do a double tuck on 19? Yes. I think. All right, NEK0 with the C90. All right, congratulations to you, NEK0. You are the winner of dinner. Okay, did I report this? I believe I reported. Let's take a look at our entire situation. Congratulations to you, NEK0. We'll see you later in the month to face whoever comes out of the other side of that blue bracket. All right, well, this part we already know, right? That we know. Do I have even a top 16? I don't have like a top 8. So I don't really have a way to show the progress here, except on this god-awful entire bracket scene. So if you just peer in, if you just, you know, microscope in a little bit, you can see NEK0 right there at the very tail end of the blue bracket. And yeah, there is NEK0 waiting. Why does it have Alex T in? Oh yeah, because we already did that. Yeah, we also have Alex T in the semifinals, right? So we have Alex in the semis, NEK0 waiting. It's all over the place. We got a semifinalist. We have prelim brackets that aren't even done. Total mess, but we're getting there. We're making a lot of progress. So anyway, tomorrow night is when you want to join us. Masters Blue Prelim A, Tugi, Critical Lapis, winner versus Sidnev. That will determine our last top 16 player. Then we'll probably try to schedule Meme versus the winner with NEK0 in there if that's possible. Depends. We'll try to figure it all out. And then Das Masters Orange Prelim B. I can't show you that on the screen. I don't have my Das Masters brackets in this scene collection, but we're getting there. Okay. Thanks. We're not even halfway through the month. Yeah, I mean, this format, I love this format so much because we're just able to motor through the whole thing. So that's great. Okay. I've thanked everyone. I have done everything that I need to do. Is there anything else I need to promote? Yeah, our good friend, who? NEK0? No, our good friend Flex Style, who prefers doing things his own way. And one other thing.
We prefer doing things our own way.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. Take care, YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow night. Twitch, we will find a